the card in the mail. So if you open that self card, they should send the card in the mail. So definitely, I would say allow like 5 to 7 business days, if not a little bit longer, for you guys to receive that card. But yes, they should send you that credit card in the mail when you guys apply for it. And that's only if you guys apply for their credit card. Their self account, just their regular account, is going to be their installment account. You guys are not going to get a credit card for their installment account. If you guys are trying to do the shopping cart trick and you guys are not getting a pop-up, then that means the shopping cart trick is not working for you. You should not have to put in your credit card information for the shopping cart trick to work for you guys. But if you guys are putting in your information and you're not getting a pop-up saying congratulations, you're pre-approved for whatever credit card, then that means the shopping cart trick is not working for you. And that's all right. That means you probably just have to opt in to Factor Trust again and do the pre-screen opt out, opt into that also, and then try again in a few days. When it comes down to like regular credit and not business credit, you guys, as long as you pay your bills on time by the due date, or you can pay even before the due date. Like usually when my statement come out, I just pay the minimum balance like right away. I pay whatever the minimum balance could be right away, and then I'll pay off the rest of the balance before my due date or by my due date. But you can pay at any time. It's not like business credit where you want to pay ahead of time. As long as it is paid, you should be good, you guys. But just become in a habit of just paying your minimum balance right away. That's what I like to do. That way it's just out the way. Like just pay the minimum balance right away. And what do you think of the apps, Dave? I don't think much of them. I have heard of people using them. I have heard of people only having like small amounts that they can go ahead and get. The only thing I think about is I want you guys to make sure that you guys are not paying a lot of money and back to these companies. If you guys were to use these different apps or any other new apps that come out, just see how much they're charging you in interest. That's like the biggest thing. Like, see how much they're charging you in interest and see if it's going to be worth it. Because I'm thinking about, how much they could be charging you guys in interest. And I don't know if it would be better if, you were to just go ahead and get another credit card or get a different type of loan. So just think about the interest rate that they're charging you, because that's all I can think about. Do we have any sign-on bonus? So PayPal does not have any sign-on bonus. They don't have any sign-on bonus. Maybe they may offer you one, but they don't have any like at this time. Maybe sometimes if they really want you to apply for it, they may offer you something, but I don't see any at this time. So no, they do not have a sign-on bonus. All they have is their percentage that you guys can get in APR. So not at this time, they do not. Oh, this is for the Discover card. So I'm thinking like, what is this? What is this from? Williams down. Okay, upgraded. When it comes down to the Discover card, as long as you're making your minimum payment on that card, you don't even have to pay that card in full. Then they're gonna most likely upgrade you. Just make sure that all of your other accounts that you have on your credit report, you're paying that on time. I suggest that you still keep your utilization low because it's gonna help with your credit score. But as long as you're paying a minimum payment on time, you're paying on time, you should be good. And then they should be able to upgrade you. So just make sure that your other accounts on your credit reports is good. You don't have new negative accounts like a bankruptcy, or you don't have any like new collections charge offs, and then you should be able to get approved for that upgrade. Which credit bureau does Kohl's use? Kohl's is going to pull your Experian credit report. Now, don't forget, Kohl's is with Capital One. So Kohl's may choose to pull anything because Capital One, usually when you apply for them, they pull all three credit bureaus. So understand they could be a little sneaky, but most likely Kohl's is going to pull your Experian credit report. Oh, let me look at this one, you guys, because I think this was for a shopping cart trick, but I just want to double check. Yeah. When it come down to the shopping cart trick credit cards, they should tell you right away on whether or not you're approved. And then they also will let you use that credit card right away. Whatever credit card you have, you're able to use that credit card right away. So yes, they should email you, mail you something also on the mail with your card, but you should be able to use it right away. You should be able to know right away like what's your limit and everything. It shouldn't be anything that you gotta wait to get in the mail, like you have to play the guessing game with them, unless they tell you to wait 7 to 10 business days, because sometimes they're not denying you, they just want to verify that you're an actual person. Once they verify you are who you say you are, then they can go ahead and approve you. Ooh, excuse me, you guys, it's early. I want to make sure I get this video out. This one's actually longer, so let me finish reading it so I can make sure I enter it all the way. So when they say 0% APR for 18 billing cycles, what does that mean? And what happens after 18 months? Would they charge me extra for every purchase? Kind of confused. I only want the card in case I need a few emergency groceries each month. I doubt I'll qualify for the $200 since I don't plan to on spending $1,000 just to get $200. I would, because you're gonna spend $1,000 on you're gonna spend $1,000 on other stuff anyway. Just put them purchases on here. And how you buy your groceries, put the grocery purchase on here. Whatever you're going to spend the money on anyway, and just pay it off, especially if you're going to use your debit card or cash. Just put that purchase on here, which I won't get into the current bills like that's completed. If I don't understand it correctly, I'll have to pay off $800 when not stupid. Okay. So when you guys apply for a credit card and you get approved for it, and they say you guys have 0% APR for 12 months, 18 months, 24 months if you get lucky, like for a Bank of America. But when they say this, that means that you got 8, 12, 18, 24 months to have 0% APR where they're not going to charge you any interest during that time. Now, I do suggest make sure that you pay your minimum balance, and then whatever balance that you do have on your credit card, make sure you guys pay it probably 2 months ahead of time. If you ahead of time. Now, if you guys have like the credit card that say 18 months, I'll say pay that off within the 16 months. Because if you wait and you don't pay it off within the 18 months, then they're going to charge you interest as if you never had that 0% APR in general. Now, if they're giving you a bonus, please go ahead and spend whatever money you have to spend to be able to get that bonus, because you're going to spend that money on a debit card anyway. So whatever they say, spend $1,000 to get $200, spend it. It's $200 free, and you are going to probably spend that money on some type of bill, cable, internet, phone bill. You're going to spend it on groceries anyway. Just go ahead and spend that money on groceries, and you can pay that back. Now, you're not going to have to technically pay that full $1,000 back right away. That's going to be where your 0% APR kick in, or just in general, you have a credit card where you only have to pay technically the minimum balance. So you can pay just the minimum balance, and you can carry that balance on that credit card if you want to, but just make sure that you have the 0% APR for 18 months. Just make sure that that balance, that original $1,000 that you spend, just make sure that you have that paid off. I would say by that 16th month. 17th month is kind of pushing it, but I just want to make sure that you have it paid off. so that they don't charge you any interest on that money while it's just been sitting there month over month month after month. And you can just pay it off right away if you want to. But please, if you guys have it where you can get a bonus, 0% APR is amazing. Don't get me wrong. But if you guys can get a bonus by spending a certain amount, and you guys are going to spend that certain amount on different things anyway, then I suggest you go ahead and spend that money so that you guys can get the bonus, because you're going to spend it anyway on different things that you're doing anyway, whether you're getting gas for your car, whether you are maybe you're going to Starbucks, you're going to buy things at the store. Maybe you have a dog, you have to buy things for your dog. You're going to spend that money anyway. So just spend that money that you're going to use your debit card with, you're going to spend cash with, spend that money on that credit card so that you can hit that bonus. Don't think of it as I got to spend $1,000 somewhere and let me get a new TV. No, think of it as I'm going to spend this money somewhere. Where am I going to spend it? And then go ahead and use that credit card to buy those different things or pay those different bills that you're going to spend the money on anyway. And then go ahead and pay off your credit card. You can pay it off right away, or you can hold a balance and just pay the minimum amount every month. Now, your due date is going to dictate when you have to pay your minimum amount, whatever they tell you that minimum amount is that you have to pay. So definitely call the company you have your credit card with and ask them, hey, when is my due date? I do suggest you pay your minimum balance a few days ahead of time just to make sure that you're paying on time. But just set up on auto pay, pay it a few days ahead of time. And if you want to pay your balance in full, then go ahead and pay your full balance by your due date, and you'll be good. When you guys complete your self loan, all you want to do is basically get your money back. If you guys got their secure credit card, that money is already in your secure credit card, so you don't have to necessarily get any money back. If you want to get another self account, you definitely can get another self account, but just keep in mind that sometimes you don't need to get another account, or sometimes it probably is beneficial for you to get another account. So you should go ahead and get it, but you do not have to. It's not required that you get another one. Once you guys pay it off, then you pay it off. That's it. You guys are good. You don't have to get another one. But hopefully that helped you guys. And that is actually all of the questions that I have today. If you guys have any additional questions, definitely let me know. I'm going to make sure I get your questions out by any means necessary. Usually at this time, like, I'm spending my time trying to like look at my clients' files and things like that. But I decided I want to make this video so that you guys can be able to, get your questions answered and you guys can know exactly what's going on. Now, don't forget, you guys, I have my 60 points in 60 days. I have this next class starting next month. And a lot of people have been seeing a great increase to their credit score, getting a lot of accounts deleted, bankruptcies, charge-offs, student loans, late payments, a lot of different things, collections, medical bills, all these different things removed from their credit reports. And hopefully you guys will join the membership and then join the 60 points in 60 days. Is going to be free. We're actually having 4 classes. I send you a video of your credit reports to tell you exactly what you need to do to increase your credit score. So we meet 4 separate times, and this should really help make sure that you increase your credit score, especially for those people that's looking to get more credit cards. They're looking to buy a house, get a car. This is going to be perfect for you guys. But hopefully this video was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.